to say your name to the camera, please?
Hi, my name is Keir McDonald and today I'm being interviewed on my kickboxing career.
Alright, first question. What methods do you use in kickboxing training that differentiate from boxing training?
In terms of kickboxing, nearly every method's different in my experience at least. So in terms of conditioning, when I box I have to wear 12-ounce gloves, so I have to make sure my knuckles are always very conditioned. There's lots of different methods for this, push-ups on your knuckles. Some people even find tyres, you get 4 tyres, condition your fists off them. But in kickboxing though, you don't really have to do that because, as you can see here, 14-ounce gloves, really big, like big cushions. And you have to condition your shins instead. So you get a wooden split and you rub it up and down your shins. So in terms of conditioning, that's the difference. In terms of training, it's what you train. So when boxing, you pretty much train the upper half of your body and the rotational aspect of it. When kickboxing, it's pretty much a really heavy focus on your legs. So some training techniques which I would do for kickboxing, not boxing, would be jump squats with a weight as well, so you can really explode upwards and get that power behind your kick. It would be doing something called a sitting stance, where you basically sit, you separate your legs and you hold a position for about 3 minutes, which toughens up your quads. If you've done that for boxing, it would damage you, as the heavier your legs are, the harder it is to dance around your jab.
So, second question, who do you look up to in the kickboxing scene?
There were 2 people in which I really looked up to. This was Colin Glasford, who would later become my Sifu and my trainer, and then Neil Kelly. Neil Kelly grew up, 20 minutes down the road, similar upbringing to all of ours, well, mine especially. And then he got an opportunity one day to go abroad and he became this famous person in countries like Japan. So that was my idol. I've always wanted to follow a similar, course as him, especially with how well he fights and everything. And I actually got a chance to meet him. It was my second amateur fight and he was my referee. So he came over, he shook my hand, and after the fight he come over, we had a laugh and got some advice off him. So that was it for me. I looked up to Neil Kelly and I got the opportunity to meet him and shake his hand.
So, third and final question is, what do you hope to accomplish in the sport?
So everyone has dreams of, being the champion of their respective division. So I would love to become the champion of both light heavyweight and heavyweight divisions. However, in kickboxing, it's not like, MMA, where you can have 5 fights and then the UFC give you a call. Unfortunately, it's just not that famous. So with kickboxing, you do kind of get trapped in your regional scene. So I would love to become champion of whatever the belt is at Birmingham, that is the BRCC belt. But unfortunately, unless I got the opportunity to transfer my skills into MMA and climb that ladder into a UFC or Bellator, I would love that. But as of right now in kickboxing, no one is getting that opportunity. So really just getting the regional belt for me would be my end goal.
Well, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you for having me on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.